If I had to start life again at 36, these are the things that I would do differently. Okay, number one, I would get a high-paying job a lot sooner, or at least try and get a high-paying job. Some of the worst advice that I was given in my life was to just go out and keep your options open, aka get a Bachelor of Arts or a generic degree, a broad degree. That was some of the worst advice that I ever got, because the thing is, if you make it too broad, then basically you end up not being very good at anything. And also, if you try and follow your passions too soon, then you just end up loving your job but broke. So the first thing that I would do differently is I would actually get a high-paying job sooner. Aim for a job with good money. That is actually so important. Like, one of the biggest regrets in my life was literally trying to follow my passions, because I ended up in a job that I loved, but realizing that I would never be able to, for example, buy a house or do anything that required a lot of money, even though I loved my job. So I would, if I could go back in time, I would actually research options, find out what is high paying and try and work up to get that job a lot sooner, focus down, niche down on what I know is going to be high paying and in demand, and study to get that job. The second thing that I would do in hindsight would be to try and find an exercise that I love way sooner. This did not click for ages, but when I was younger, like early 20s, etc., basically I thought, just get in shape, go to the gym. So I basically just went to the gym, tried to get fit and get healthy, but I hated the gym. Like, there was no, do people genuinely love the gym? Because I sure as heck don't. Like, you're just a bunch of machines and everybody's just trying to lift weights, and it's like, what are we lifting weights for? Like, I didn't really get any much enjoyment out of it. It wasn't until I was literally 35 that I finally started running, and that was because, I actually, when I was younger, when I was 10, 11, I used to get really bad asthma as a kid, and so then my parents had the bright idea of putting me in an athletics club for my running to get my lungs stronger, which actually did work. So when I was 35, I was like, okay, I might just get back into running again and see what that's like. So, and I actually love running now. But the thing is, I wasted so much time. I wasted 10 years of my life, literally just, either not wanting to exercise or, struggling at the gym and not enjoying it. The thing about exercise is you actually have to get some enjoyment out of it. If I had to restart my life again, the third thing that I would do differently is that I would prioritize having a family way sooner. This is something that, man, when I think about my life, it actually kind of annoys me. Why are women not encouraged to have kids young? Why not? Can somebody in the comments please tell me that? Because I wish I had been, literally. We're always just kind of encouraged to focus on career first and go out, travel, have fun, explore the world and all this kind of stuff. And then you suddenly get to 35, 36, and you kind of realize, or 37, you kind of realize you do want a family, and by then it's kind of you're getting almost a little bit too old for it, so it's kind of this panic rush to quickly find someone and, I don't know, make it work somehow, and then have some kids while you still can. It's so backwards. Why are we not doing it the other way around and having kids young while we have the energy? Because there's no denying that kids are easier when you have them younger. I can say that for a fact. I had one kid when I was 27 and another kid when I was early 30s, and honestly, having the kid in my 20s was so much easier than having it in my 30s. So look, man, we should be encouraging women to have families when they're younger, while we're energetic, can actually stay awake all night. It's crazy. We literally go out clubbing all night, we can stay up clubbing all night, feel fine the next day. Guys, the reason we have that biology is because of kids, hello, because then literally we can stay up all night with the kid and then feel okay the next day. My gosh, I just feel I've been totally sold a lie. Nothing much has changed in my life. When I think back to how I am now to how I was in my, say, early 20s, I'm still renting. My career's not really gotten that far. The only difference is I'm older. So if I wanted to have more kids now, it would be just physically harder. So I think I would definitely prioritize having a kid way sooner. man, it's just crazy when I think about it, because I feel like as women, like, we're not even really encouraged to have families at all, eh? Like, it's almost like we're in this, like, male-dominated system where men just kind of want women to, like, be sexy and, like, just... It's just weird, eh? When I think about it, I'm like, are we ever encouraged to have families? Because I don't think I've ever once in my life been encouraged to have a family. Now that I think about it, I'm just like, wow. Like, we need to break out of this, like, you know, woman's role of... What is woman's role according to men? Like, are we just supposed to, like, sleep around and look sexy? And what about what we want? Because I genuinely, like, there is so much enjoyment to be had out of having a family, and a lot of women don't even realize that, eh? Like, they just put it on the back burner for ages, and then, yeah, it's like, I didn't realize how much I loved kids and wanted a family until I actually got pregnant. And the fourth thing that I would do if I could go back in time and do my life differently is that I would invest in shares way sooner. I would actually invest way sooner. Learn how to invest. That's another thing that I was never taught. Like, oh my gosh, I need to make a video about the shocks of adulthood, because literally, like, we are not prepared, eh? Like, the whole system, eh? Like, the whole schooling system, the university system does not prepare you at all for, like, the real world, as in, like, how to invest, how to be financially smart, how to buy a house, how to write a CV, how to write a cover letter. Like, none of these things are taught. Like, where are we supposed to learn all these things? So, yeah, so pretty much I was like, when I was 17, I literally went to the bank, or I guess I was probably 18. I went to the bank, and I'm pretty sure I was 17. But anyway, I went to the bank, took out a personal loan for this, like, bright pink BMW that I thought would be fun to drive. And it was quite high interest. But nobody told me, hey, you know, cars depreciate in value, like, you should probably be investing your money, not taking out a loan. Like, I didn't even know how to invest. Like, I wish somebody had told me, hey, save your money, invest your money, go read some books about investing, because when you know, 15 years from now, it's gonna really pay off. So I would definitely learn how to invest way sooner. Okay. There we go, guys. Those are, like, the 4 things that I would do differently if I had to restart my life, you know, rewind it back to when I was, like, a teenager until now. I would love to hear, is there anything that you would do differently? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Talk to me in the comments. Yeah. See you next time.